Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is our regular baseball betting preview show that we do with Troy West from allplayswin.com. Today is Monday, August 4th, and right now we're going to take a look at the series that are starting tomorrow on Tuesday. Troy West, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks a lot, Peter. I appreciate it. You know, baseball right now, we didn't necessarily change our philosophy, but we've really stuck to one play a day, Pete. And so far we've hit 6 out of our last 7. It's really working well. And now that the trade deadline has passed us, I really think you're seeing some of these teams rise to the top and a lot of the teams fall to the bottom. So great time to be betting baseball right now, Pete.
All right. Well, tell everyone your general record in baseball this year, because from what you told me you had an awesome May and then an awesome June. Last time we spoke, you were profitable in July, and now it's August. You said you've hit 6 out of the last 7, so it seems like you've been killing it in baseball this year.
We have, Pete. No, it's been an outstanding baseball. Our numbers are up extremely, continuing to bring on new clients. It's been an outstanding baseball season, probably our best yet over the last 8 years. Hope to continue the success on this show as well, Pete. I feel like you and I both have been a pretty good team as well.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, congrats on your success. And yeah, I tracked my picks in this show overall, plus 14 units. So that's I'll definitely take that. And I got 3 series here that I want to discuss with you. And yeah, we are into the second half right now. So sort of my assumptions from the first half, I noticed they're not really holding too true anymore. And I'm sort of shifting up my my thoughts and what I'm looking for now. So the series are going to change a little bit, I think. The first one I want to look at is KC at Arizona. Now, you know, Arizona, of course, they've been awful at home on the year. Minus 23% ROI at home on the year. That's second worst in baseball. And they just lost Paul Goldschmidt, which is huge. They didn't have a big offense before. Goldschmidt was their biggest weapon, and now he's gone. And KC, you know, they're one of those teams who are not really that great, you know, but I feel like they are okay, and they can be under. They're not the kind of team that I'd ever want to, like, you know, blindly bet on look to bet on in any spot, but they can be undervalued in the right spot. I think this might be one of them. They're just minus 2% ROI overall on the year, so they're not that bad. And I'm thinking KC has an edge here. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, it's a very tricky series, the handicap, Pete, but I did look at the pitching matchups in this one, and you're getting Danny Duffy, who's actually been pretty consistent and pretty darn good lately. You get Ventura in this series, and you get Guthrie, and we know Guthrie actually just pitched an outstanding game against Oakland just this last week. So I think you do have some value with Kansas City. I don't think they'll be favored in any of these 3 games. They'll be right around that even mark, and I absolutely could see them taking 2 out of 3. So I'm okay with going with KC. I do think they'll take 2 out of 3 and have some value in this series.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hard to imagine Arizona getting a sweep here, sweeping anyone for the rest of the year. And then I want to discuss San Francisco at Milwaukee. Now, you know, San Francisco has been a very interesting team. Of course, at the beginning of the year, they were by far the most profitable team in all of baseball. They were just a great bet, but they've been struggling for a while now. I think it's been about 2 months. They've been a particularly bad bet. They were very unprofitable overall in June and July. And Milwaukee, you know, they're the kind of team I just kind of look to bet on them in most situations. They have a good lineup, decent pitching, and because they're playing San Francisco, the lines probably won't be too crazy. They will be at home. Now, San Francisco does have a good road record. That's the one thing that makes me a little bit nervous. Plus 23% ROI on the road overall. That's second best in baseball, and even in June and July, they were still profitable on the road despite being very unprofitable overall. In fact, they were double-digit profitable. But despite that, I'm thinking Milwaukee just has the edge here. Better team at home. The lines won't be too crazy, so I'm thinking we'll take Milwaukee.
You know, I'm going to take an official pass on this. Okay. I looked at this series, Pete. Yes, the Giants have struggled. They have been very bipolar this year. They did just take 3 out of 4. A pretty darn good New York Met team at home. Pitching. You know, the San Francisco Giants have a deep pitching staff. We know the addition of Jake Peavy, if he stays consistent, this is a pretty darn good pitching staff. My initial is a pass on this series. I do think Milwaukee could take it. I think they're the better team. Right. But the Giants coming off a 3 out of 4 in New York, I'm going to have to pass on it.
All right. You know, you make good points, and, you know, maybe there's no edge, maybe there's a tiny edge, so I could wind up losing some units in this one. I'll still go with Milwaukee. What the hell? And then, you know, of course, you have a great read on Seattle area teams, and that's the third series that I want to discuss with you. Atlanta at Seattle. Seattle has had one of the strongest trends in all of baseball recently, but not on the sides, but on their totals. In July, 75% unders and 85% unders at home. And we know that Atlanta has also been one of the biggest undertrenders in baseball as well. They have sort of a sluggish offense, decent starting pitching, and on the year, Seattle's been a good undertrender, 66% unders at home overall. So, you know, the totals on this series will be low. We're going to see some 6s and 7s. Maybe unders still have value. What do you think, Troy?
Yeah, boy, it is tough, Pete. Actually, even tonight's game, you're going to get Wood going against Felix Hernandez. Felix Hernandez, I mean, he's an under-trender, Pete. 14 straight starts now that he's actually gone 7 innings, 2 runs or less. It's truly remarkable. I don't think he's even getting enough credit for it. He goes tonight, but the over-under is set at 6. Even tomorrow, this is only a 2-game series. Tomorrow it could be the same way. I'd like to lean under, but boy, my God, 6 is low, Pete. It would not surprise me to see a 4-2 game, or even if both teams get to 3, you lose. So, officially I will go with the unders tonight, Pete, and throughout this series, but I do think it's going to be tough just because, Vegas has set that total so low.
Yeah, it does make me nervous, but all right, fine. I'll go with the unders as well anyway. All right, that's all I want to discuss from the upcoming midweek series, Troy. Is there anything that has caught your eye?
The odds are a little bit higher than I'd like, but going back to that Seattle-Atlanta series, I do like Seattle at home to get it done. Atlanta, this is a team that's really struggled with the bats. They struggled in San Diego. Their pitching staff's been inconsistent. Tonight they get Felix Hernandez. I think that's a loss for them. And then tomorrow they get Chris Young. Chris Young's been much more consistent at home. I think that's going to be a game that's right around even money. I do think Seattle takes both these games, and I'm going to go with Seattle. And it's just a 2-game series, but I think Seattle gets these 2 ball games.
Hard to argue against betting against Atlanta, of course. Yeah, they have been a very good team to bet against, to fade in general on the air. All right, Troy West from allplayswin.com. Thanks so much.